I got a question about the light system real quick before we start. This is the Movie Toast podcast. Why do we have a street light system to rate our movies?
This is an interesting point in time to raise that question.
Wow.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Movie Toast podcast. My name is Corey. We're doing a reviews episode today. I'm here with Tommy.
Hello.
Dennis.
Good to have you back, folks.
And Adam.
I'm in a bad mood for some reason today, guys.
Nice.
You never.
Adam, you want to start?
I watched a movie called Little Monsters. It's an Australian movie starring Lupita Nyong'o, some guy I don't know, some children, and Josh Gad. Have you ever wondered what it's like when you're in a relationship and you break up and then you move on your sister's couch and you suck at life, and then you take your nephew to school and you see a hot teacher, and then you and a bunch of kids and a hot teacher are on a field trip, and then a zombie outbreak happens? Well, that's what this movie is.
I thought you were talking
I have
about
wondered that.
I thought you were talking about the '89 movie with Howie Mandel.
Oh,
about the monsters.
My Little Monster, or what was it?
It was just called. God. No, it was called Little Monsters.
Oh,
where the kid has the monsters in the bedroom with him.
Yeah, Fred Savage. Yeah, that was a good movie. Now I want to watch it.
I thought that's what you were talking about. I'm like, yes, they're reviewing an '80 movie.
So pretty much, this movie came out earlier this year. So pretty much there is like a field trip. They're at like a weird theme park, and a zombie outbreak happens, and Josh Gad plays like an American who is on tour. He's kind of like a Mr. Rogers type character, but he's freaking out. He's swearing. He's foul. He talks about how he fucks everyone's mothers, and like he's just an asshole. And they're all pent up in this one gift shop, and they're trying to figure out how to escape, and some kookiness entails.
Nice.
It's on Hulu.
Is this pre or post Frozen? Like,
this is post Frozen. I want to say he shot this probably around the same time he did Beauty and the Beast, because he has a similar haircut.
That's pretty strange.
So what kind of a light are you giving this movie?
I'd say yellow light. It's not spectacular. It has some funny moments. It's kind of gory at times, but not exactly what I would hope this type of movie would give me.
I remember when I saw the trailer for it, it kind of gave me the same vibe as Cooties. Is it anything like that?
It's kind of like that, but Cooties is a lot more enjoyable, a lot more action-y, comedy, horror. This is more contained. I'm going to spoil. One of the funniest parts is Josh Gad and the other guy are running to get to a car, and they're fighting these little kids, and like Josh Gad's beating the shit out of the little kids and freaking out. Then he picks one up, bites his face, and rips off a chunk, and he's like, "Why the fuck did I do that?" And then he vomits. He's
Wait,
like,
Wait, what?
Josh
comedy?
Yeah, it's very weird. It's hard to describe, and yeah, I don't know.
What is his character's profession? Is he?
He's like a TV show host. No, he's he's on tour. I think his name's like Mr. McGiggles or something.
His character's name is Teddy McGiggle.
Yep.
Wow.
And pretty much the best part, Lupita is like a badass in this movie. Like she's telling the kids, "Oh, this is fake. These aren't zombies. It's okay. It's like a video game." And the kids are believing
when you're a teacher.
Yeah. And she keeps them all at bay. And she plays the ukulele a lot. And they sing that one song.
Shake It Off.
Yeah, Shake It Off. And it's been stuck in my head since I watched the movie.
Oh, God.
It's infectious.
Well, because in the trivia, it says they couldn't get the rights for Shake It Off. But because Lupita's a big fan of the song, she personally got in touch with Taylor Swift and was able to get the rights.
And I will say, I've never heard her sing, but she has a nice voice.
Cool.
Yeah, so Yellow Light. If you guys got Hulu, check out Little Monsters.
Nice.
Yellow Light personally sounds like a crazy movie.
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But the movie Dennis referenced, Cooties, starring Elijah Wood and a bunch of other cats, much better. I'd check that one out if I had to choose, but I don't, so fuck you.
What's Dennis watching then?
So to kind of segue from the last one into this one, I finally got around to seeing the first Frozen.
Okay, there we go.
That was a great time. It has great pacing. Songs are really fun. They spend a very good amount of time making sure the entire audience is having a good time. It's not just solely focused on just the little kids.
Yeah, finishing each other's sandwiches.
Yeah. Josh Gad, fucking great job in that movie. And then Adam, you called that out. Like, he kills it. I mean, he just murders that thing.
He's the best part of that movie, I think, honestly.
Totally team Kristen Bell the whole way. I couldn't care less about the other sister.
Idina Menzel or whatever. Oh,
I was
yeah.
just the songs are fine, but it's like just story wise, way more invested that direction. But that was a great movie, and I totally plan on seeing the second one. Green light.
Yeah. I eagerly await your review for the second one, Dennis. I have not seen the second one.
It's
Dude,
on
already-
Disney Plus.
I will only watch it if Dennis says it's good.
Okay,
Oh.
I will report back soon.
Fuck Tommy
Yes.
and Adam, but if Dennis says it's good, then he'll watch it.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Did you fast forward through the music? Because I mean, who needs music in a Disney?
Oh, I mean,
movie?
there's no plot or story being expressed in the music. So yeah, the movie was a whopping 17 minutes long,
Oh,
but
never
I feel
gonna
like
hit-
I got all of the story out of those 17 minutes.
There
I'm
you
never
go.
gonna
impressed.
get the end of that one.
Boom,
Yep.
roasted. No, the songs were fantastic. In fact, like just right off the bat, when they hit you with the ice carvers, like
Mhm.
that was awesome. I was just like, I'm fucking in it to win it. That is it.
Like the weird chant they never do anywhere else throughout the entirety of the film.
Yeah, but it's a workday thing. No, it makes sense for the context. These are, could you imagine a job where you're just dragging slabs of ice that you've busted out of the water yourself? Like, there have to be things to kind of help you live through your workday.
Mhm.
No, that doesn't bother, and I like that a lot of it was varied throughout the film. The music didn't get repetitive, other than the reprise and the closing credits, which I was fine. I just turned the movie off. It's like, nope, I've heard enough of that song to last me the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Other than that, oh yeah, I was all there.
Nice.
I can't. It's
Did
like
you-
I'm
okay.
struggling to think of anything negative to
Did
say.
What was your I need to know what your reaction was when you figured out or found out in the movie that one dude that was finishing the sentences and well, he was a prince or something like that, trying to get with not Elsa. I don't remember his name.
You mean the dude that proposed the first day he
Proposed.
met one of the main characters? Yeah, I wasn't that surprised. I got to be honest.
What?
You saw? I didn't see it coming. I was shocked.
He just keeps building towards that, killing everything he comes across instead of like trying to figure out how to just get to her without murdering everything. Guy has an agenda.
It's pussy.
I did like,
power.
yeah, pussy power. I did like Mindhunter. Yes. I had seen all of Mindhunter first, so like as soon as we got to his character, I was like, "Oh shit, there he is!" Probably the backwards reaction where it should have been when I watched Mindhunter. Oh, hey, it's Han, but still had the connection.
I love the connection with him and the reindeer. The reindeer was my second favorite.
Oh, that was
character.
great. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, that was a good.
My favorite part of that movie is the shopkeeper. The woohoo.
Oh my god, yeah.
That
You
guy.
go now.
Yeah.
Sets him outside.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, yes,
Oh.
we eagerly await the review of the second one. Tommy, why is he laughing?
Why
a
isn't he
personal
laughing?
thing he and I have going on right now.
Personal.
Yeah, he
I'll
changed
tell
his
you
name
later.
to,
I'll tell-
he like how he always changed his name to Movie Toaster Adam. He is Movie Toaster Grumpy Adam.
Adam
Oh.
Grumpy Heart.
Ungrumpy Tommy. Not as interesting as I had hoped for.
No. It's
Oh,
better
not
if we
at all.
didn't say anything.
I thought you guys were like secretly like flashing your dicks at each other. through
Oh,
the
it's not
video or
secret.
something.
Oh, we
He's
have a
Trying to-
separate. We got a separate Zoom going on, man. I got the camera just right at my right. At
I paid good money for that feed.
All right. You guys
Sorry,
you
folks.
guys sprung for the pro membership on that feed, huh?
Yeah, I paid a year in advance.
Why do you think
Interesting.
Adam always looks out his window? Because that's where his other monitor is, and it's just right at my balls.
All right.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, I do my
speaking of-
Zoom videos without any pants on.
What if Adam's watching that? What did you watch?
Oh man, what didn't I watch? No, I'll talk about Outbreak, and the movie is about an army doctor that he's like trying to find a cure for a deadly virus that's spreading throughout California,
Oh boy.
a small California town, and it was like brought over by an African monkey, and it just shows how fast a virus can spread. And when you're watching the movie, you're like, "No, don't do that! Are you kidding me? Like, why would you?"
Patrick Dempsey, no.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. And Dustin Hoffman plays the army doctor. It's got Rene Russo, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey, Cuba Gooding Jr., Donald Sutherland,
What a
Patrick
cast.
Dempsey. Big cast. Star-studded cast. And it was one of those movies now that we're in this whole, quarantine and all this virus thing happening. First thing I said to my dad and my brother, I was like, we got to watch Outbreak. And they're like, why? Are you kidding me? Like, no, we don't want to watch that. I'm like, dude, that's a perfect movie to watch right now.
Had a similar reaction myself.
Yeah.
I just recently watched that too. It's a solid thriller though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really, and it still stands up. It doesn't feel dated, especially given the, as you're saying, given the current atmosphere. Excuse me. Especially given what's going on in recent events, it still applies everything that they're talking about. And I like that they're addressing head on something that there's an entire group of people in the United States that are just worried about this shit every day.
Well, an interesting thing in the movie too is, so the movie starts out 30 years before, and it shows the initial virus in an African village, and the government, the United States government, gets involved because they have troops that are deployed out to help the village to begin with, and then the virus comes out. The military bomb the village to get rid of the virus. But then when you cut to the actual timeline of the movie, then they find an anti-serum or whatever that they had. But it's like, how could you have this already? You didn't just synthesize.
So you're actually missing a key part of that beginning. It was right before they detonate the bomb. They draw blood samples. They draw live samples of the virus, and that's actually what they make the antidote out of.
Yeah.
The beginning part is highlighting the fact that they realized they could use this as a biological weapon.
Yeah.
They take what they need, bring it back to the United States, and then what they thought they destroyed the evidence.
But,
they thought, it's crazy. That's like the first 5 minutes of the movie, and like, holy shit, we've already got this biological weapon hidden somewhere by the U.S. government, and then we're only just now getting back to modern day Dustin Hoffman times.
Man, Donald Sutherland plays like the perfect general that you just want to hate. I'm guessing it's accurate. I've never been in the military before, but I'm guessing there's a lot of higher ups in the military that act the way he does.
I feel like I've never watched this movie.
Oh, you got to watch it.
Nope, I've never heard of it, never seen it.
All right.
Outbreak. Yeah.
All right, so would you guys say that's what color light? Should Corey and I watch it?
Oh, definitely watch it.
Never even heard of it. Most people I know are watching Contagion with the whole quarantine thing. No one's mentioned Outbreak to me, so maybe I'll watch Outbreak.
What's that on?
It was on Netflix.
Huh.
Corey, you're up.
So the movie I saw was The Black Cauldron. It's an amazing, underrated Disney movie. I think it's because it's so metal. The movie is like so dark. And it's one of those movies you're like, Disney made this thing? Because you got soldiers drinking and toasted, and the old man gets turned into a frog for a second. He's bouncing around like this witch's like bosom. And it's just like, that's just like what you have. You just have a macro on like this bosom with this frog bouncing around. And at the end, when the Horn King uses the magic to resurrect a bunch of dead bodies, and that looks awesome. That looks like something from Heavy Metal, if you've seen that animated film.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it does not look like a Disney animation. And ILM came in and did a bunch of computer-generated effects for this movie, and it's really wacky blend of computer-generated effects and 2D animation from 1985. If you just want to watch it for its technical achievement, it's amazing. And apparently, at the end, where the cauldron has sealed up and the castle is collapsing around the heroes as they run out, there's a random dragon falling into this crevice. It's not really a dragon we've seen, and there's I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's substantiated. I've seen it all over the place, but apparently there's 10 minutes or 15 minutes of this movie that Disney has never released because it's just too dark. Some of the effects they used for the Army of the Dead coming back to life and this fight with the dragon are just too gory.
Oh, brutal.
So the movie is about an hour and 20 minutes long, and they say it's about 15 minutes because they were shooting for a 97-minute movie.
I feel like Disney should make a live-action version of that for Disney Plus, but never
that'd be
happened.
badass.
They really should. And then the pig, whenever it looks into the future, it looks like it's tripping balls. So it's really funny. And the whole time they're chasing the kid, they call him Pig Boy. And they're like, it's a good time. Fun for the whole family over the age of maybe 9.
Oh,
I'll get that on my list.
And that's rated what, G for Disney? Not even PG probably back in the day.
Yeah, it's rated. Well, it's rated PG now, but I'm sure it was released as G because is it before they switched to make PG-13 or?
I don't know.
I think that's before PG-13. I want to say late 80s when they finally implemented that.
Well, I'm assuming because Disney probably pulled all that junk out of the movie to make it PG instead of PG-13 because it was too much for kids to handle. They already got like sex jokes and alcohol jokes in the movie, so whatever. But anyway, yeah. So the Black Cauldron, it's on Disney Plus, and it's a green light.
So actually, the PG-13 rating was first introduced on July 1st, 1984.
Oh, shit.
Like a month before I was born.
There you go.
But it had the advisory, quote, parents are strongly cautioned to give special guidance for attendance of children under 13. Some material may be inappropriate for young children. So my guess is 1986 when the movie came out, Corey, probably didn't get a PG-13 rating because they didn't want that movie to be the first one. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. No, that's a good point, Tommy.
They probably needed to figure out if PG-13 was going to be bad for ticket sales.
Rated R doesn't stop anybody now. My brother and I went to see Deadpool in theaters, and there was all like 10-year-olds in the theaters.
Wow, isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Oh, it's insane. There was stuff we really wanted to laugh at. I'm like, I feel uncomfortable laughing with all these 10, 11, 12-year-olds in the theater.
The parents bringing those kids in should feel uncomfortable. Fuck you feeling uncomfortable.
Oh, you don't say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Does anyone have anything else to say?
That's good for me.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm Corey Ryan for Tommy Brosine, Adam Hart, and Dennis Cord, and we're here to say goodbye, and we'll catch you next time on the Movie Toast podcast.
Keep it toasty.
Now that you've seen Frozen, there's you probably don't have to watch it because I'm going to explain the video. That someone did a mashup of Jessie from Breaking Bad and her singing, "Do you want to build a snowman?" She goes up to the door, knocks on the door, "Do you want to build a snowman?" And he goes, "Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bitch!" And she goes,
God.
"Okay, bye."